All right, Nolan, there's a lot on this video. There's a lot of different clips, and there's some observation on here that I think you definitely need to see. This is the very first part of the lesson where we were questioning how far you're rotating your front foot, and it's really not as noticeable from this angle as it is from the back. I mean, your foot literally turns at that point right there. Your toe is really pointing towards third baseman. That's how far around it comes. I mean, I really think that this is one of those things where you could say, okay, let's just get a ton of reps, and you can just keep going on this way, and you would, you'd get a lot of reps, and you'd make contact, and that looks pretty good. Just a little off balance. But, if we can correct this to where, when you do take a pitch, and this next pitch is outside. It's not a good pitch at all. And you basically turn and almost swing at a pitch that's not even close. Now, this particular swing right here is what I'm looking for. It's where you don't over-rotate. You use mostly your hands. You use mostly hands on that. Now you'll see B.J. Upton, that's what he does. He concentrates on just his hips. And yeah, he does things with his feet, yeah, but it's more hips and it's hands. And if you go back and look at this, and I'll show you again, watch his torso. Just watch his torso on this. It's not doing a whole lot. He recognizes the pitch right there. It's a third of the way there. Now it's got 2/3 of the way to travel. He recognizes it's a fastball, fat fastball, and he drills it. When he recognizes it, that's when his heel comes down. You're rushing yourself so much because you're not picking the pitch up until it's almost on you. Your heel is not starting its way down to hit the ground until way late. And you're doing it so quick every time that a pitch like that gets you way out front because you're not picking the pitch up early right out of my hand. Let's see how far the ball travels. And this is a curveball. And you don't recognize it's a curveball, and you come around it. Now, I'm not sure if you're not picking the spin up. I'm not sure if you're not paying attention. But on a fastball, I mean, it's very obvious because you're late. Heels up, and you see, see how far the ball's traveled before it starts going down, and then you're late. And see where your toe's pointing? It's pointing to third base. You're having to spin and go so quick because you're just waiting too late and rushing. I mean, it's like you're slamming on the gas 100% right there to catch back up. Now you watch Jordan right here. He gets his heel up, and his heel starts on his way down right there, and the ball is barely out of my hand. He's not rushing for anything, and his hands are moving through the zone. Now, I could have squared it up better, but he definitely hit it on the barrel. Now, Brian stomps on this one, picks his foot up. Now, his heel's already starting down, and the ball is about a third of the way there, and he drills it. And see, you're practicing exactly what I want you to do with your front foot, and you did that 3 or 4 times, but here's what you do when it comes live. So you need to swing all the way through to see what you do right there at that point. You've got to keep that foot closed for right there, and it needs to stay there while you swing. Because it's just pulling you away from first base, which is where you're going to be heading anyway. But part of the problem is that back foot is going towards third base. It's not going towards the pitcher. It's not, you can't really see it as well, but watch Stevens. If his back foot went behind him, it would throw him off balance. Okay, I want you to go back and look at these videos and watch the footwork, and when the guy recognizes when the ball is a fastball, heel starts going down. You got to start working on this and getting this in your head. You've got to recognize it earlier and be on time. Now go back and look at this stuff on the video, look at it, study it, and I'll see you next week.